Hey everyone, Matt Savage here. Today I want to talk to you about alignment. Alignment is something that is so important for the golf swing. If we aren't set up and aligned properly, we're never going to be able to execute the shot that we want to. We see all the time in lessons that people come to us with their alignment off and they're really unsure of why they need to be aligned properly or how to do so. Sometimes it's just awareness. They think they're lined up properly and they actually aren't. And it's actually shocking to most people when they see how they actually line up to the golf ball. So we want to help you. You can work on this at home before the season even starts and make sure that you're aligned properly when you come out for your first round. So first of all, I'm going to set up here. I just want to explain to you what we're looking at. This white stick here is our target line. So that's going to be pointing for me today just right straight in the middle of the simulator screen. And this orange stick here, this alignment stick, is our body line. So our target line and body line need to be parallel. So they're running down the same direction. So it's almost like train tracks running towards the target. For a right-handed golfer, your body's going to be lined up just left, but they're going to be running parallel to the target. So when I set up, I've got my new Callaway Apex Pro iron. These will be in the Fit Cart soon. So if you are looking for a new product, we have the Fit Cart, all Callaway product available for you here at Mill Run. So I'm going to get set up into this position. I've got my club aimed down the target line, and I've got my feet parallel to this line. I've also got my knees, my hips, and my shoulders in line with this as well. What we see a lot of times is people will get set up with their club pointing down the target line, but their shoulders may be closed, or their feet may be closed and their shoulders are this way. There's a lot of miscommunication between the body, different parts of it. So we want to make sure that everything is lined up in the exact same spot. So what I'm going to do to help show this, I'm going to grab another alignment stick, and I'm going to pretend that I'm now set up in my 7-iron position. My knees are in line with this, my hips are in line with this, and I also have to make sure that my shoulders are in line. If I get set up like this and my shoulders are tilted this way, this is what we call open to the target, and this would be closed to the target. We see this very often, and we want you to make sure that you're lined up so you can hit the ball a little straighter. What happens if we line up with our feet in line and our shoulders open to the target? We're going to have a lot of inconsistency in the swing. We'll get one swing where we'll swing nicely down the feet line, which will leave us square to the target, and we'll hit a nice straight shot. The next swing, though, we might swing across our shoulder plane. If we do that, we're going to come across the ball, likely causing a pull or a big slice. So that's why we want you to get lined up properly, and now I'm going to show you how you can check it at home. If you have a full-length mirror at home, or any mirror that you can see your full body, I want you to get set up in front of the mirror. So I'm going to be facing the mirror here, and I'm going to put a broomstick, an alignment rod, a golf club, whatever you have, down at your feet. So I lay this down on the ground here, and it shows me where my feet are lined up and supposed to be. I need to now check and make sure my hips, my knees, my shoulders, everything is lined up. So I'm going to start with my knees, get into my comfortable position, and I'm just going to drop this here. I can see in the mirror that it's in the same line as my feet. My hips are as well, and my shoulders are as well. If I'm looking at the mirror and I see a lot of my rear shoulder, I'm going to know that I'm open to the target. On the opposite side of things, if I see the back of my front shoulder, I'm going to know that I'm close to the target. We can do the same thing with our feet. If we set up and we see in the mirror that our feet are this way, so my left foot is back for a right-handed golfer, I'm still going to put this in line with my feet. But now when I set up my shoulders and see that they are different, we know we need to make an adjustment. So you can do this facing the mirror. You can also have the mirror behind you. So if I had the mirror behind me, which would be right here, what I'm going to check for is to see if my shoulders are pointing down that target line, if they're open, if they're closed, if my hips are open or closed, or if my feet are doing something funky as well. So I recommend trying this. What I also recommend is once you get into that setup position, so I'm going to pretend the mirror is in front of me where the camera is here. I get into my setup position, I think I'm perfectly lined up. Everything is square. What we see a lot of times is golfers will get into this position, they're lined up properly, and the last thing they do before they hit the ball is they look at the target. So I've now looked at the target, I've now opened up my shoulders almost 30 degrees, and that's going to cause me to swing across the ball, probably hitting a pull or a slice. So not only do we want you to check in front of the mirror and make sure you're square, but also get set up and just start your takeaway, just to make sure you stay in that position. If you find yourself opening up before you want to take away, we know we need to make an adjustment. So you can work on this at home in front of a mirror, and hopefully by the time you come out here in the spring, you're ready to go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.